Hey everyone, welcome back to a new day in the park. Hope you're having an awesome day. We're back here on day number 8 with the Arcane pen tournament. And we got some gifts here we'll check out a bit later. And we're going to start off with the games today. And the first thing we always like to do is the Arcane Arena. Get that going first. We're here on the reset, so we're at 11,604 rings. So right after we reset, we get the arena going. And let's pick a couple of dragons. My dragons are going to be fire and air. Fire and air. And it's the Sky Wando Challenge. So let's pick some cool dragons here. The Blazing Gale is up there. Blazing Gale is level 20, so that may be the strongest dragon. So we're going to go with that because that's a new tournament dragon. And on the Friends Dragons, we got Dark and Lightning. So tap the Dark and Lightning buttons. Darkling Dragon, very cool dragon to use. The Hidden Bolt. A lot of Hidden Bolts. Oh my gosh, a lot of Darklings. So those are our two choices. Let's go with the new tournament dragon as well, and level 20 on that one for the Hidden Bolt, and start the arena. Let's get the coins out of our parade here. We're maxed out at 60, so we can start collecting some new coins, or sorry, not coins, rings. Get some more rings out of our parade. And our prize for today, on day number 8, is 50 rings. So what I'm going to do is wait until I'm almost maxed out, or just after I'm maxed out, and get this prize, because it doesn't count towards your daily total. And let's go into the arcade, or the Arcane arcade, and play my new favorite game here, Name That Dragon, which is also connected to Name That Egg, and I'm going to show you how that works once we get into this Name That Dragon game. And what do you think this dragon is? Can you guess what this one is? You can help me guess the dragons today. My guess is the Nether Dragon. This looks like the Nether Dragon, and we got it. Yeah. Okay, what's the next dragon? Oh, this looks like a bit of a tough dragon. I don't think it's the Flower, the Rose, or the Inferno. So my guess is the Luminous Dragon. What do you think? Is it the Luminous Dragon? Let's give it a try. And yes! We got it. So let's do this again. And this one, I would say, is the Watch Dragon. What do you think? You think it's the Watch Dragon? It's the Watch Dragon. Awesome, we got it. We're 3 for 3 so far. The good thing about this game, you get all 10 dragons, you get 300 rings. And this is an easy one. This is a Sakura dragon. You can spot that very easily. And it's just when they show the baby dragons, it's a bit tougher. Now this could be a difficult choice. I think it's the Dawn Dragon, but here's a good way to check it. You X out of the Name That Dragon, and you go into the Name That Egg. It'll have the same dragon there, but the egg is the dragon, and that's definitely the Dawn Dragon. So you can hit Dawn there, and you got it. It's a Dawn Dragon. So let's go again with an egg this time, and everybody knows this egg. This one's a no-brainer. This is the easiest egg of all of them, and it's a Rainbow Dragon. So let's try another egg. And what do you think this egg is? This is one of the ornamental dragons, and I think it's the Verglace. That's my guess. And it is. And we're doing great. We got 3 plays to go. And here's another easy one. The Ragnarok Dragon. I hope you guessed the Ragnarok Dragon, because that's what I'm guessing. And we got 2 left here. Let's go on to the next one. Ooh, this is a bit of a toughie. I don't think it's the Spark of the Brass. I think it's the Midnight Dragon. And you can also exit out of here and go back into the Name That Dragon. And you'll see it's a baby Midnight Dragon. And there it is. We got one play left. Can we get 10 out of 10? And I'm saying this is the Lava Dragon, a baby Lava Dragon. And of course we can always go back to the name that egg, and there is the Lava Dragon egg right there. And we got the Lava Dragon. 10 out of 10, so 300 rings in the arcade, the Arcane arcade today. Love it. That's awesome. And let's do a wish in the wishing well. And the number keeps growing. You can see a bit of color in that progress bar now. And it's slowly easing its way over. It's going to be a lot of wishes before we get a wish out of that thing. It's taken a long time. I'm thinking it's just going to happen right at the very end of the event. So let's go and check our quests. Gia's done. We got 2 keys. Now we got to pick the right chest to get the biggest prize. I'm going to go with the number 2, or maybe not 2. That looks like a low one. If it's all food, it may be a high one. And that's pretty good. I like that. I would have liked number 3, but I'll take what I got in number 2 and 1 there. So that ends that quest. We got some rings. And let's go over and check out Kairos here and see if Kairos is done. And he's done. We got 1 key. Let's pick chest number 1. And we got a gem. Ah, right! I always like getting gems. Very cool. So let's start a quest on Kairos. Let's start a quest on Kairos. And what's the quest for today? We got the Plunder Thunder. The Plunder Thunder is going to be the Loot Dragon, and the Loot Dragon is a treasure dragon. This is a long, long list of dragons. After you've played for 4 years... Oh, there you are right there. After you've played for 4 years, you end up with a lot of dragons in your park. So we're going to start that quest, and we'll go over to Gia and start another quest on Gia. And what quest do we have today? The Santa Claus surprise. I'm thinking it's a gift dragon or a re-gift dragon. Let's check it out. Oh, no, I'm way off on that one. And it's a reindeer dragon. And I know reindeer is in the cold. I'm not sure if we have any reindeers in the park. But we're going to check quickly, and if we don't, we're going to have to go get one. Doesn't look like we have one, so we're going to have to go to a cold habitat, cash these guys out, and let's put the Holly Dragon in to the hibernation cave, and then go get a reindeer. Use our filter and go get a reindeer dragon out of the hibernation cave, and there you are right there, level 15. Move you over to here. A reindeer in summer, why not? And maybe we'll feed you a little bit up to 19, and go back to Gia here, and we can put the reindeer into the quest. And there's our quest. Go to cold and scroll down. There's your reindeer dragon right there, and send you on a quest. Now we're going to check out our cave, and we're going to check out our nursery first, because we've got to get rid of some of these eggs. And the pepper dragon, we're good, because we're going to sell the pepper dragon. And here's an Olympus dragon, which I like to keep, even though we have quite a few. The more the merrier, I always say. Put them in the hibernation cave, we'll get them when we need them. They always come in very handy. And here's our new Fates Twin Dragon, yeah! And I don't know if we already have a Fates Twin Dragon, so let's go find out. And get down here to the Fates Dragon. That's such a great dragon. It's a triple dragon. And we don't have a twin Fate, so we're going to go and get that twin Fates. And hatch him or her. or him, her, and him, being 3 dragons, and there they are, and they're done, and they're in the hibernation cave for now. And we'll get them out when we need them, of course. And we got a couple more dragons here. We got a fireworks dragon, and we got lots of those. So we're going to sell that one, and a lava dragon is going to be sold to the highest bidder of 20 rings and some dragon cash. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got our monolith dragons breeding, and we're hoping and praying for a monolith 6 dragon. Let's see if we got it. Nope. And definitely not the monolith dragon. I got a fireworks dragon out of that. Don't know how that works, but there it is. So we're going to try again for the monolith 6. Keep going. Hope our persistence pays off. And we're doing the same thing here, but look at that. 8.5 hours left. So I don't know if I want to spend the dragons to put him into the nursery. But I'm really curious. I really want to know if this is a monolith 6 dragon. So I'm going to spend some gems here. Get him into the nursery and take a look. And it is a monolith dragon. I just don't know if it's a monolith 6. Because you can never tell with the egg. And it does say 24 hours and 16 hours. That's 40 hours. So that may not be the monolith 6. It's a monolith. Don't know what kind it is. And we're going to retry this again, just in case that's not the one we want. And then our co-op breeding island is still going here. And we got our gold Olympus dragon paired off with a thunderbolt. So we're trying to get a thunderbolt dragon there, and I'm hoping, praying we get the thunderbolt. Maybe later in the game we'll use some gems to finish that off and see if we got a thunderbolt. We'll get our Coliseum here, cash out a few habitats for some coins and rings. And we got 5 gems with the Coliseum, and our light event on the Coliseum. I'm going to pick a light dragon today. There you go, Jabber, the light dragon. Competing in the Coliseum. Cash out a few more habitats here. Getting some rings. It's always good to do this as many times as you can during the day. Get some more here on the metal habitat. Or the metal island with the metal habitats. And we've got a gem on the gem island, and a second gem. And a couple of rings off of those gems. There we got a gem here on our gemstone reward habitat. So there's 3 new gems in the park. Very cool. Cash out a few more coins. Get all these rainbow habitats and a few more rings. And there you go. Lots of new rings today. Let's go and get a few more rings. Cashing out the rings. Gotta get the rings. The more rings, the better. It's lots of dragon cash. Okay, so we'll finish this up really quickly, and then we're going to go look for some banner bearers. And finding a banner bearer is going to give us some rings. They give us quite a bit of rings with our banner bearers. And there's one more habitat there. We got our galactics. So let's see if we can find a couple of banner bearers here quickly. And there's also the elder banner bearers, so there's going to be a few banner bearers running around. There's one right there. That looks like a cold banner bearer. Check a couple more islands and see if we get lucky finding the banner bearers for our house dragon. I don't see any there. Lots of visitors, 364 visitors. Oh, there's another one right there. Let's zoom in a little bit. He's moving pretty quick. That gave us 20,000 dragon cash. Just remember to zoom in so you can see your visitors. And we'll check, and you can zoom out a little bit, see more of the island. And we'll check for a little bit more and see if we can find another banner bearer. Come on, banner bearers. This is your moment to shine. Wave that flag. Wave that banner flag high. So we can see you. Oh, there's one. And I think that's our house dragon banner bearer. Just went behind this habitat. Where are you? He disappeared. There it is. There he is. She is. Yeah, there she is right there. They got a gem and 25 rings. Very cool. Now apparently their dresses change. One banner bearer will have a white with red stripes and the other one will have red with white stripes. And you get 2 each day. If you can find the other one, let's see if it's got a red dress with a white stripe on it. As cool as this sounds, I don't know if we're going to be able to find this other banner bearer from our house. Let's keep looking a little bit more here, hunting, searching, trying to find a banner bearer. It is hard work finding these banner bearers because they just do not want to be found. Can we find the other banner bearer? The pressure is on. I'll check one more island over here. Actually, I was thinking about this island. We checked this island already. But they move around, so you go to the island once, you won't see them. You go back and they'll be there. They do their little transponding or flipping around from island to island. Okay, well, I don't think we're going to see our other banner bearer. So we'll continue on and look for that one later on. Because I don't like spending a lot of time looking for these banner bearers. Because they are... oh, there's one more, but it's not... It looks like the light elder dragon. Boom. 20,000 dragon cash. So another thing I'd like to talk about and let you guys in on are the things that I do after I've maxed out the rings for the day. There's a few things that I leave just because it ends up giving me more rings or I get to bank additional rings. So the first thing is I leave my gifts tab. I won't go into my gifts tab unless I absolutely need it to max out. But I wait till I've maxed out and I go into my gifts tab and I got all these gifts waiting for me still. I got gems and I got rings, and there's quite a few that have added up over the first few days of the event. So I'm going to keep those in there and only use them if I absolutely have to max out for the day. So far I've been lucky and I haven't, and I'm going to keep count because after the event's over you can still collect your gifts, but only up to 1,000 per day for 7 days. So 7,000 rings you'll be able to collect. So if I keep more than 7,000 in here, they're just going to be converted into food after those 7 days past the event. So I got to keep an eye on what I got in here, and I can use the extra to max out on a few days during the event. So that's one thing, is the gifts tab. Another thing is I'll make sure I get my parade going just before I max out. And I don't think you can collect it after you've maxed out. So you have to wait till you reset the next day. And also the daily gifts. I have a list here of all the daily gifts in the giveaway gallery. And the days that have rings, I'll wait till I've maxed out and then I'll collect those rings because they add to your daily total, but they're not part of your daily total. That's why I'm up to 12,300. Well, I'm sorry. That's why I was up to 11,600 the other day, and it maxed out at 11,350. But that day that it maxed out, there was a prize for 250 rings, which I got after I maxed out. So it added to my total, and it didn't count towards the daily max. So that's a cool way to get some extra rings. And the only thing I will do after I max out is I will only cash out habitats that I know will, let's go into our info here. I'll only go to the habitats that will max out before the event resets the next day. So if I got like 10 hours, I'll use those 10 hours for the cold habitat to max out again. So as long as it maxes out before the game resets, then I'll cash out those habitats and get the coins. Otherwise, I'll leave it. Like a rainbow habitat, I'll leave, because even if you do see the coin icon on the habitat, it's still collecting coins. It doesn't mean it's maxed out. So I'll let that go because I know the rainbows take at least 17 hours. And by the time the game resets, the habitats will be ready to go and I'll get the rings at that point. And the other thing I'll do is I'll reset the food after I've maxed out. Here it's ready to go, so I'll max them out. And after I've maxed out, I'll reset the food, but I won't collect the food until after the game resets the next day, unless I absolutely have to. It's a good thing because if you don't have enough coins to fill up your farms all the time, then you can just use it to fill up your farms just before you max out or just after you max out, and wait until the game resets before you collect the food, and then you'll get some rings along with the food. I think that works out pretty good. It's been working out pretty good for me so far. So these are just a few tips. If you have tips of your own or some ideas, then definitely let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear them because there's all kinds of great ideas out there, and I just may know a few of them. Okay, so there you go. I set the food, got that going, and we're going to cover our featured dragon as well for today, but we're going to do a couple of races. I always like doing races every day. I try to do all 10 races. So today we have the Varulian Highlands race, and that's with a lightning and air. And what do we have here? Oh, look, you got a kite dragon, the Liberty dragon you can use. I haven't raced those dragons. I wonder how well they'll do. A bicentennial. How about we try the kite dragon? But let's go and see how he does. See how this dragon does in the race. And they're all pretty even so far. And kite dragon's doing really well. Come on, Mr. Kite. Put on the jets. Zip down that track. He's ahead of everybody else. So the kite dragon's doing really well. And he races awesome. Awesome racing dragon. And we got we got one key. And yeah, that's an okay prize. Any prize is a good prize. That's why I like doing the races, because it's a great way to get prizes. You always get a prize. You win a prize every time. It just may not be the best one. And a watch dragon or a dungeon dragon will work great. Let's do a dungeon dragon today. Although the watch dragon just tears down the track. And here goes the dungeon dragon. He's pulling out in front past Ragnarok and the Prometheus. Oh no, the root dragon is shooting out in front. Come on, let's pass that little guy. That's it. Good dungeon dragon. And we got one key. Let's try the middle chest. Number 2. Look at that. It's a gem sandwich. We totally missed the gems. But we got a prize. 52,000 food. And a thunderclap trap. We'll do one more race here. And the thunderclap trap. Let's try the shield dragon. I'd like to see him race. Or her race. And just see how well the shield's going to do. Oh, look at him run. Looks like a rhino racing down the track. Clump, clump, clump. He's doing really well. There she goes. And into first place. Awesome. Nice race, Mr. Shield Dragon. Oh, 3 gems! Woo! Alright! We picked the right chest. A great way to wrap up the races. Although we do have another 7 races to go, which we'll do a bit later. So that was awesome. Finished off with 3 gems. Very cool. Now our featured dragon for today is the zombie dragon. And we can go into our dragonarium and check them out. Let's go to all. It is, I believe, right up here at the top, an apocalypse dragon. There's a zombie dragon right there. And we have 2 of these freaky little guys. And we got Kurtz and Nostradamus. And let's go find Nostradamus, see if he's in the park. There he is, floating up here in his zombie state. And this is a very cool dragon. It's available during Halloween. But if you have it in your park, you can combine it with the Valor dragon in the co-op breeding island. So if you ever, there he goes, he lost his arm. Very cool. This dragon's falling apart as we speak. But if you have a friend with a Valor dragon in co-op, you can use your zombie in the Valor and hopefully get a Valor dragon, which is one of the new cool dragons in the tournament now. So there he is, 403 minutes income, incubation time 20 hours. Very cool apocalypse dragon. And if you do want to breed this in the co-op with a friend, a good combo is a pollen and a meteor dragon. So if you have a friend with a pollen or a meteor, and you have one of those 2 dragons, or the other dragon, you can try and get a zombie dragon with your friend in the co-op. So good luck breeding. Hope you get the dragon you hope for. Just like I hope I get the dragons I'm trying to get, which is the Monolith 6 here and the Thunderbolt on the co-op island. So a couple of other points that I'd like to let you guys in on for the tournament are, if you go into this beautiful big building up here on the island and hit your prizes, you go into your prizes, and one thing to keep in mind is all the prizes in the Omni tier will count toward your house. So if you need to unlock, or will count towards any of these other houses. So if you need to unlock, say, the prizes in the gold icy torrent, I say I need 1 more here. So if you get an item in the Omni tier, it should count towards that 1 item that you need in the icy torrent to get the gold unlocked. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And if I go into any of these other houses that you're not part of, and you see the gold is unlocked, you can still tap on the gold and see the prizes. You just won't be able to get them. But you can go in and check them out, you can see the amounts, and it'll also tell you if you have the prize or not. See, I've got the Melancholy Dragon, the Goodies Treatery, and they're all checked off, the Lacewing Dragon, but there's a couple in here, the Squall Dragon, which I'd love to get in the co-op, and the Squall Pedestal. So there's a couple little things to keep in mind for the tournament. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. Please leave a thumbs up or a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on DRAGONVALE. And we will see you guys next time.